My father taped a spare key under every windowsill in our house. He was not the one who might need them. He did it the week before he died. I was 14, and I found him crouched under the living room window with a roll of masking tape and a little brass key. Dad, what are you doing? He didn't even look up. Just fixing something. Come here. He pressed my hand flat against the underside of the sill so I'd feel it. You feel that? There's one under every window. Living room, kitchen, both bedrooms. You remember that. Why would I need a key under a window? You won't. Probably. He finally looked at me, and his eyes were wet. But if you ever do, don't waste time looking for the door. He was gone 11 days later. Cancer. Fast and cruel. I thought the keys were just a dying man's strange habit, and honestly, I forgot about them. My mother remarried 2 years after that. His name was Gerald. He was polite in the way that made your skin crawl, and he moved in with a truck full of tools and a smile that never reached his eyes. The first thing he did was replace all our windows. These old ones are drafty, he told my mom. I'll put in nice new ones. Safer too. The new windows had locks. Little levers that only turned with a key, and Gerald kept the keys on a ring clipped to his belt. He said it was for the neighborhood. He said you couldn't be too careful. Then the doors got new deadbolts. Then the phone in the hallway disappeared for repairs. Then my mother stopped laughing. I was 17 the night it happened. I came home late, and Gerald was standing in the kitchen with that smile. Where were you? Out. With friends. We were worried. He said we, but my mother was sitting at the table with her hands folded, staring at nothing. Sit down. We need to talk about the rules. I don't want to sit down. Sit down. I heard the deadbolt turn behind me. He'd locked it. Then he walked to the window and turned that little lever and slid the key back onto his belt. There, he said. Now we can all talk without anybody running off. My mother wouldn't look at me. Just do what he says, she whispered. Something in her voice made my stomach drop. This wasn't the first time. This was just the first time I was home for it. Gerald leaned against the counter. You've got an attitude problem and it comes from your father. He filled your head with junk. Well, he's not here anymore, is he? No, I said. He's not. And that's when I remembered. The window. The sill. My hand flat against cold brass at 14. You know what? I said, standing up slow. You're right. Let's talk. Can I get some water first? He waved a hand, bored. I walked to the sink, which was under the kitchen window, and I dropped my hand under the sill like I was steadying myself. The tape was old and crumbling. The key fell right into my palm. Mom, I said quietly, come stand by me. Gerald pushed off the counter. What did you just say to her? I jammed the little brass key into the window lock and turned it. The lever clicked. My father's key. It still fit. He'd known. Somehow dying, he had known. Mom, now. She moved. God bless her, she moved. Gerald lunged, and I threw the window up and shoved her through it into the yard, and I was halfway out when his hand closed around my ankle. You're not going anywhere. I kicked back hard and heard him grunt, and then I was out on the grass and my mother was already screaming for the neighbors, and lights were coming on all down the street. Gerald stood in that lit-up kitchen window, trapped behind the glass he'd locked us into, and for 1 second his face went white with the understanding that the whole street was watching him now. He tried the deadbolt he'd installed, fumbled the key ring on his belt. By the time he got the door open, Mr. Alvarez from next door was already standing in the driveway with his phone to his ear saying the address, saying yeah, he's got him locked in, hurry. The police found the burner phone Gerald used to track my mother's car. They found the notebook where he logged what time she left and came home. They found the bruises she'd been hiding under long sleeves in July. And when the officer asked how we got out of a house with every window and door locked from a key ring only Gerald carried, I reached into my pocket and held up a piece of crumbling masking tape stuck to a little brass key. My dad, I said, he knew a man like that would come. He just didn't get to see it.